censure resolution put forth by extreme MAGA Republicans is not worth the paper that it was written on.
So, thank you, Leader. So, on Tuesday morning, it was reported that you and other leadership told Democrats to refrain from using any signs or do anything attention grabbing, with the overall message to not become the story. And given that wasn't the case, in terms of leading and controlling your conference, how are you feeling about Democratic unity under your leadership? Are you feeling secure with that and in your leadership position right now?
Yo, Democrats had such a horrible week last week that they called all the troops back to headquarters and had an emergency meeting. It was a trilateral effort to combat Trumpito's recent executive orders. I think they all signed, no, they made blood vows, and they all vowed to fight back through legislation, lawsuits, and a blitz of publicity events. Party leaders and Democratic committee heads came up with another indestructible strategy to win back voters because, as you know, Democrats, they are so connected with their constituents. They know exactly how to win voters back. Hakeem Jeffries, he told all the troops that we will fight these Republicans in every single arena and oppose them at every single level and take this war to the streets. That's what Hakeem said. And I swear, these Democrats, ever since this budget cut started, these Democrats stay in the streets more than the street game. I don't know what it is about these cuts that's got them in such an uproar. Their strategy will be to show us the real world effects that Trump's foreign aid spending will have on the rest of the world. So they're going to outline how this money is affecting the rest of the world if we don't spend it. But that's how you know that they still don't get it. Because, like, even if this money is really going to these places, we all here know that in 10 years, at America's current spending rate, the American dollar will be worth nothing. So let me save you some money. Instead of doing the publicity events, just don't do it. Because if it ain't talking about how the money's going to be spent on us, we don't want to hear it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's get right to it.
But in the meantime, Democrats are in panic mode, reportedly calling an emergency meeting yesterday of a dozen House Democrats. Now, this comes after that embarrassing display during President Trump's joint address to Congress, including the moment Al Green shouted and waved his cane that led to his censure.
That's your warning.
Remove
this gentleman from the chamber.
Said happened last night. I was very intrigued by it. This is after the censure of Al Green. You have Politico Playbook citing Axios that says there was a very unhappy House Democratic leadership meeting. They had a come to Jesus meeting with a dozen House lawmakers. Punchbowl, elucidating on that, said that this included Maxwell Frost, Jasmine Crockett, two very outspoken Democrats, and they used the word that they were berated for their behavior. How ordinary is it for leadership to berate members of their own party? And were you surprised by this?
I wasn't surprised. It is extraordinary, but they did make fools of themselves on the House floor. And everyone saw it, everyone in the country. It was a reminder to them why we won so decisively in this last election cycle and why they lost. And they're really a party in total disarray, as you see it on vivid display right now. They don't have an identified leader. They don't have any vision for where they're going. They don't have a platform that they can run on because it was repudiated overwhelmingly in the election. So they're sort of flailing about, and it blew up on the House floor, and I think they deeply regret it. At least some of them do. Others apparently didn't get the message of the election.
No, Al Green among them. He becomes the fourth House Democrat to be censured in the last 4 years. And Hakeem Jeffries, your counterpart on the other side of the aisle, had this to say about the censure.
The censure resolution put forth by extreme MAGA Republicans is not worth the paper that it was written on.
Yeah, so since making a bunch of commercials showcasing how cutting foreign spending will affect foreign countries, probably won't sway American voters to oppose Trumpito's new American First foreign policy. That probably won't work. That probably won't appease the voters. And since they don't have enough power in Congress to pass any laws without swaying some of their constituents to join, the battle, and since lawsuits like to try to sue Trumpito, that'll take years to litigate. So that's not gonna stop anything. So pretty much all they have left is hurling out your mama jokes. So I got a couple pointers for Democrats can use when they disrupting Congress. When you're just messing up a proceeding. So check it out. I like to combine animals. Like when I use a animal combination when I do your mama jokes. So here's an example. Like, your mama, look at your mama. She's a fat hippopotamus, sewer weasel looking. You see what I'm saying? You see how I took the hippo and the weasel and anyway, I'm just trying to help Democrats. I'm just trying to help where I can. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. My name is Marcus Russell. This is the Marcus Russell Show. Until next time, peace.